This is an advertisement for BetterHelp. It's the season of being cosy, and I love wrapping up on the sofa with a film or enjoying a book by the fire. What's your favourite way to get cosy?
I love a cup of tea and a hot bath, but the mental load of December can be a lot, can't it? So therapy is also a great way of making sure you're bringing yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when it's freezing outside.
With over 5,000 therapists in the UK already, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a wide variety of expertise in mental health.
Our listeners get a month's worth of free therapy, up to 4 sessions, and then 15% off thereafter. Head to mamasocialco.com/become a member to sign up to Mama Social. And when you do, you receive an email to sign up to BetterHelp.
Go to mamasocialco.com/become a member now for the episode,
In today's episode, we're talking all things Christmas.
including Santa. So we advise that you do not listen in front of kids. Hi everyone, and welcome to Mama Social, the podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Kayleigh, and we're here to talk motherhood, womanhood, and all things adulthood.
So grab yourself a bev and enjoy.
Can I buy some clothes that aren't knitwear? But I freaking love knitwear.
I do love a bit of knitwear. And I just started making those tiny little changes, and I can't tell you how much of a lovely time I've had parenting my child. I actually have a bit of a Christmas dilemma.
What are your non-negotiables on Christmas?
I want to get a karaoke machine.
I love that.
I want to get on everyone's nerves.
Yeah. The kids absolutely love bursting through on a morning to see all their presents. I haven't read this, but I think I know what's going to come.
Do you know what really makes us cringe?
What?
I feel like, have I said this out loud to you before?
I don't know.
Because
Probably.
I was at work one day last week, and one of the girls at work said to one of our clients, "See you next year." I went, did you really just say that?
Is it the truth though?
Well, it is, but I can't bear it when people say that.
Well, I now say Merry Christmas when I'm leaving a shop.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I
When you
don't-
get
I
your
don't
change, all right,
think-
Merry Christmas, and they say that, and it's
I don't
really
think I
nice.
say Merry Christmas to anyone.
Do you know?
I don't think so.
We were doing
Maybe I think I would if I was in a shop and it was like Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas. I do it like second week in December. So a week in. We were doing some content the other week, last week, and I was freeballing this big speech about Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. And I was like, oh no, we can't say that.
You can if you want.
Well,
to.
we kept it because we couldn't be bothered to
I feel
re-film
like-
everything. So have a Merry New Year, everyone.
You can say it whichever way around you fancy.
Works. However the hell you like. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Christmas jumpers? Because I love them.
Well, I'm really glad that you had one for me.
The communal
Christmas jumper.
Yeah, I've got 6 of them that just go around everybody.
I don't have any Christmas jumpers.
I think we said last week, like past 5-6 years, I've just been like buying one.
Collecting. Mm-hmm. What a collection you have.
But Eva's got that as well. So on Christmas Day, I've got this little sparkly
skirt.
Yeah, thank you. And Eva's got like a same one.
Skirt.
Tights. And I'm going to put
I'm really slouching.
Big chunky shirt on. I'm going to be absolutely boiling. That actually rolls me into my pit of the week.
What?
Pits and peaks. I'm sponsored by knitwear.
Knitwear? What? You're just constantly in knitwear?
Everything I own, I'm on fire.
Mm.
So just constantly, whatever I'm wearing, I'm like, why is this? And it's because it's winter. But I'm like, can I buy some clothes that aren't knitwear? But I freaking love knitwear.
I do love a bit of knitwear.
When I was away this weekend, every single outfit I had was a big chunky jumper.
But what else do you wear at this time of year?
I don't know.
If you're not wearing a cardigan or a jumper?
Why am I going into a place that's got a roaring fire and my face is melting and I'm trying to eat a Sunday dinner and I'm like...
Because you look cute.
I did look cute.
That's why.
Just so flattering, I think.
Depends.
A little...
No, not that yours isn't flattering. But, you know, I've had some unflattering jumpers in my time.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody in a jumper that's offensive.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm sponsored by Knitwear. I need, you know what I need to buy? Like bodysuits, so that I can put it on underneath and it's still cute enough that I can take the jumper off when I'm eating or out and about.
Why don't you go for more of a cardigan and wear it open? Even like drop it off a shoulder if you get a bit hot.
I can't stand that, you know.
Why?
The Kim the Kardashian vibe when people are walking around with cardigans off the backs.
I mean, I wouldn't go two shoulders.
Do you know what I mean?
Where they don't actually put their arms in?
And they're just balancing. I could imagine you doing this.
I think I probably have.
Balancing the jacket on their shoulders. Mine would just be on the floor all of the time.
Yeah.
How are you not articulating with you? Gesticulating?
Well, I think I would only do that for a photo.
What's it called?
What?
When you talk with your hands.
Like when you're expressive?
Gesticating.
What is gesticating? What? Gestures.
But isn't it
articulate? I don't know where you're going, but you talk with your hands.
Yeah. How are these trendy wendies not having their jackets fall on the winter coat?
Listen, I think if I was to wear a jacket like that...
What am I talking about?
I don't know.
I'm going to shut up.
I feel like you're malfunctioning.
You know what doesn't get enough of a shout out?
What? Sarah's hand doing circles.
She's already doing circles.
Oh, she's already circled us.
We're not. This is a sweatshop. They're not even allowing us to drink tea anymore. We're not allowed to drink tea. But
where's my cards?
What doesn't get enough of a shout out? If you just let us say my sentence, Sarah, we would have been done. Hot water. Hot water is epic.
My mum drinks hot water. Like she asks for a cup of tea, but it's not a cup of tea. She's drank cups of hot water her whole life.
So good.
Like she doesn't like tea. She doesn't like coffee. She likes boiling water.
I'm absolutely living my best
Is that
life.
what you're drinking now? Just plain boiling water? Rank?
How?
Because what? No. Maybe with a... This is really in my head
Has everyone
right
moved
now.
our furniture? I've got a random bush with berries next to
Why is this so close to me?
Sorry, guys, it's a bit crazy this morning.
Well, actually, do you want to know what I want to talk about?
I do.
So I feel like
this podcast.
I have had such a better few weeks. So, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I've had a really hard time parenting.
Yes.
And everything was just getting a bit much, and I feel like there was a lot of no's and a lot of defiance and a lot of overwhelmingness and a lot of overstimulation, and everything was just getting a bit much, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I told you about one of my friends, didn't I, who's just started her own little like business page thing.
Say the name of the business.
So she's got a little Instagram page called Raisin Rebels, and
how good's that?
She's a teacher. She's been a teacher for a long time, and like she just loves behavior stuff. And anyway, I was talking to her about stuff, and you know, she gave some little bits of wisdom, but then she posted this thing on her Instagram, right? And it was about language shifts. So about the way that you sit, I need to get it up and give you an example. So like the way that you speak to your child. And I read it and I was like, oh, that seems great. That makes sense. And I just started making those tiny little changes, and I can't tell you how much of a lovely time I've had parenting my child. Like, so language shift example one, instead of saying don't run, you tell them to walk. So instead of being like, no, but I know, and I know you're like, what? But
just reinvented the wheel.
I know what you're saying, right? But
I know what you mean.
I'm envisioning myself somewhere with Oaks, right? And he's running, and I'm going, Oaks, stop running, stop it, stop running. No.
I think we've talked about this
all
before.
I need to do is be like,
walk.
Oaks, can you just walk? Or like, Oaks, can you run a bit slower?
We've talked about this before when they're doing something and you go, be careful. They don't understand what be careful means.
Yeah.
So you have to say, that's slippy, and give me another one.
So another one was like, instead of saying don't do that,
yeah,
say do this instead. And I know these seem so simple, right? But these are things that I wasn't really doing. And I was finding myself being like, just constantly saying no. Like, no, don't do that. Stop doing that. And so I started to give him other things to do. Instead of just being like, stop doing that. I was saying, oh, will you come and do this for us? Or will you come and help us do this? And it's honestly, it's changed my life. It's changed my life.
I'm really happy.
Like, it's that simple little thing.
You know
Just
what? I'm going to...
being more positive with my language instead of just constantly like, no.
Telling them off.
The
difficulty is we all know these things. It's being consistent with it.
Yeah. No, I do agree.
So I know that. But until somebody reminds me of it,
I
go, oh God, I haven't done that in a little while. That's a great technique. And this is why these sort of coaches and therapists and business owners are good. That's the good thing about social media, these reminders that I get.
I feel bad because I scream at my child to stop running.
Me and Julie talk about that all the time in the office.
Yeah.
Like, we know what to be doing, but then you have a bit of a meltdown and then you like flagellate yourself, like whack yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like,
what's all these words you're coming out with today?
Flagellate is one.
Flagellate.
It's where the Catholic Church? They've got like, if a priest or somebody Google it because I might be offending somebody. It's the right thing, isn't it? When she's a Catholic, so if they flog themselves and like tell themselves off if they've done something that they shouldn't have done or thought something that they shouldn't have done.
Oh, right, okay. I think I'm done now.
Right. Do you want to do... Well, thanks for sharing that, and I'm really happy.
You're very welcome. That's also going to be the peak of my week.
I was just about to say that.
Because I feel like I don't want to see Sarah's arm in the corner of my eye again. So
we need a new system. This arm's stressing me out.
Of my week. You do your peak. While I think of one.
So I've done my pit, which is the knitwear. Peak. I've had a lovely week.
Good.
We're all now painting.
Where are you putting all of these pins?
In corners. I'm now thinking, we actually do need to flog these.
You know,
somewhere.
there's gonna be a day that you walk around your house and you get so overstimulated by mess that they end up just going in the bin.
They're behind, like, you know, my corner table.
Right, yeah.
I slotted them behind there until
so you can't even see them.
Can't see them. I'm just like, we were on a call the other day and somebody was talking about art and I was like, I do art. And I was thinking about it today and I was cringing. This happened 5 days ago, Lauren, and I've woke up this morning cringing that this man who's designing the new website, and I'm going, here's me new canvas, like lifting it up, and then I'm going, oh, and this one, like an old
but
nana.
Listen, but Kayleigh, that is you because you've done that every episode for the last few weeks. Told us all about how you're an artist.
Lauren, you're my friend. This man I've never met in real life, he must have been thinking, who the hell is this crank who's like just keeps on picking up artwork? I can't even call it artwork, but I'm turning it a right little tart. But Dale's enjoying painting as well.
I can't believe you've got Dale into painting as well.
He's a really, like, he did.
Artistic.
But he can draw things.
I wonder what Glenn would say to me if I ever said you fancy painting a canvas together tonight.
Do it?
No.
Oh. Well, there we are. There's mine. Did we do them?
I still just can't think of a pit. Actually, do you want to know what my pit is? I'm starting to realise how expensive hosting Christmas is going to be because...
Are they not chipping in?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't asked.
So when I used to host, we all took a section. It is expensive though.
Yeah. Got any hints and tips for us to host?
Plan. Make a list.
I'm not very good at that.
Right, well, it's because the worst thing, you can borrow my hot plates. I've got two, you know,
I've been looking at them on Amazon and they're so expensive.
I've got two in
the loft. Well, are you not using them?
Well, no, because we're not.
Why are they in the loft? Because you don't use them.
Because I haven't hosted Christmas dinner for a little while, but I do need them for Freddie's birthday.
When's Freddie's birthday again?
20th, and then you can come and collect them.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that
roasties
so
in one.
much.
And then you just turn them on. So you cook everything, but try and keep the timings. So I would always make a list of everything, time everything out, and then work out which ones you're going to cook first.
So how do I know the timings when I've never cooked any of it before?
You're going to have to Google. Like, obviously the meat needs, I would always do my meat the day before, like the night time before.
Right.
Then all of that's done.
But then it's cold.
Yeah, but you're putting your gravy on in you.
So you would just have cold meat?
Yeah.
Do I?
But you need boiling hot gravy.
Mm-hmm.
But them hot plates are great for the gravy because you can't burn gravy in a hot plate.
So you're putting gravy in a hot plate?
You know, like the...
Are
like a buffet.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but are you not just making gravy in a gravy boat?
Yeah, but we love gravy. So that one little gravy boat is not going to be enough.
Yeah, but you can just remake gravy. Oh, because you, right, yeah.
She's
Here's the gravy discussion again. I just make
Bisto.
Bisto. You make something with fatting in that.
Oh, delightful.
I'm happy with Bisto.
Right, come and get me hot plates. You don't need
I would really love that.
There's the tip.
What about pre-made cocktails? Can I do that?
Yeah. Hold on, are we talking about martinis or a prawn cocktail?
No, not a prawn cocktail. Like,
are you doing
alcoholic?
stars?
Well, I wasn't planning to.
You know.
I've never had a prawn cocktail in my life.
Dale likes them. I'm not a fan. I like a warm prawn, but I also don't like a prawn with a head on. Head or ass, get it off us.
I like a cold prawn on a piece of sushi. No head, no butt. There we go then.
There we are. So,
right, so
fine.
This week,
If you hadn't a guessed,
we are talking all things Christmas.
we've got the Christmas jumpers. And I'm sorry, but these fairy lights are doing out. Poor
Listen,
Chloe, wrapping these round here.
The thought
was there.
was there, even if the brightness is not. So I actually have a bit of a Christmas dilemma. So my Christmas dilemma is Glenn is on night shift on Christmas Eve. So my dilemma is, how on earth am I going to keep the presents until Glenn gets in? Because he'll not get in until about 9:20.
He's going to miss Christmas.
He's just going to miss. He's going to have to
There's
miss
no
Christmas.
dilemma. You can't. The kids can't not open their gear.
I know, but I can't do that all by myself.
What?
So that's me. So Christmas Eve, when I finally get the kids to bed, I've got to put some bloody turkey in, cook all the meat, and set out all the presents for Christmas.
You know the other thing that you should do then? Offload the meat to somebody else in the
You were going
family.
to say offload the kids. offload
The kids to the fire station. No,
Give
meat
meat
needs
to
to go
someone
to
else.
somebody else. You did not inform me that you're doing the whole of Christmas alone. Like Glenn is just going to turn up and be like, oh,
I know, but I don't want him to miss out on them opening presents.
well, you shouldn't be a hero.
How dare you be at work? Yeah, so what do I actually do? Do I actually just go ahead and have Christmas morning without him?
Well, yeah.
Was
Can you hear my
That
tummy?
sounded like Storm, what's his face?
Is it Darren or Darren?
Don't know, I thought it was Dara.
Oh, Darren. Dale was calling him Darren. I was like,
don't
nobody's
know.
called a storm, Darren. So
I think there probably has been a Storm, Darren.
there can't have been.
There will have been.
The same way as there can't have been a storm, Derek.
I think there will have been. I don't think you should laugh about them because there might have been bad ones.
In like California or something.
Well, yeah.
Who has
Right.
bad ones?
So do I actually just do Christmas morning without him?
You're going to have to.
On FaceTime? I can't.
Wait, then what are you going to do? Are you doing the presents in the living room?
Probably.
But don't you have glass doors?
Yes.
Right, you're going to have to wallpaper. No. Christmas present. Wrapping paper the door and put a lock on it or something and say, Daddy's been
Do
sent
not
the
enter.
key to the fire station, and when Daddy's home, we're going to open the presents.
Right, I'm not really going to put a lock on my door, am I?
Not a real lock, but he'll come in with like a fake something.
All right, okay, but if I tell my child a door's locked, he's going to go and try and open it, and it's going to open.
Oh, well, you're going to have to just do Christmas without him.
That wasn't the solution I wanted. I wanted another solution. I don't know what the solution was that I wanted, but...
Well, your kids are not going to...
What if I fill stockings with little stocking fillers, try and keep them upstairs for 3 hours until it gets home with their stocking fillers?
Why don't you do the stocking fillers and don't mention anything else?
What, and tell them that's all again?
That's all again, and then Dad comes in and Dad goes, oh my God, Santa's actually been in the living room. Everyone come in.
Yeah, I actually think that's a really good idea.
Thank you.
So I'll do breakfast, stockings, pretend that there's nothing in the actual living room.
Take one big present upstairs or something, and then go on with the day in the kitchen. And then Glenn comes in and bring like, oh, I'll get something out the living room.
That's a great idea.
We got there in the end.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
You know what I want to do? You know how the last 3 years we've gone out, or this will be the 3rd year, I think. I actually want to just stay in and host.
Oh, well, same. I want to stay in. That's all. That's why I'm doing it.
How expensive it is?
What, to go out at a host?
It's gone up. Of course.
To go out at a host?
Both. But yeah, I feel like this will be the last year that we go out. And I mentioned it to Dale, and he said, well, I'll be going out myself then. He's like, I'll go out for Christmas dinner and you can deal with the stress. He's like, I don't want to be, because I always make him like cut the vegetables and stuff.
I was going to say, like, why is it that stressful? I haven't done it yet, but I can't imagine like getting dead stressed about it.
It's not stressful. It's time consuming. So knowing that I love, basically when you get up in the morning, I'm straight in the kitchen and I'm prepping and I'm doing stuff. Then the kids wake up and we open presents. And then as soon as they've finished the presents, I'm back in the kitchen doing stuff.
Isn't there no better smell than waking up on Christmas morning?
The best.
I mean, I haven't woke up to that smell for years, but it doesn't, actually, so I don't know why I said that.
It doesn't help that I'm like, the day before, I make pies. And me and Dale do a bit of a pie off.
Oh.
His is always better, corned beef pie, because he puts a secret ingredient in and he never told us what it was for years. And then last year, I watched him. I snuck in and saw him. He puts ketchup in the corned beef pie mix. And it is mint. There's always bit, and I'm like, you not an amazing cook. I don't know what you're doing here. Ketchup.
Never heard of that.
Neither have I, and I don't think anybody else would. It's a Dale Laverick special. So it's the pies and it's the meats, and then you wake up and then it's your vegetables and then the gravy and then the Yorkshire puddings. And do you do Yorkshire puddings?
Said a word. Like your stomach actually just said a word to me. You need to stop fasting on a morning.
I'm enjoying it. But
what, Yorkshire puddings on a Christmas dinner?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you wouldn't.
People don't.
But I just don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
So last year when we went out, Turkey had Yorkshire puddings. I got the beef. It didn't come with the Yorkshire pudding. And I was like, where's my Yorkshire? It came with like an onion puddingy thing, which was like
stuffing type thing.
No, it was like a dumpling, onion dumpling. And
like
I was
an
like,
onion bhaji? What's an onion dumpling?
I'd never
stuffing? What?
It was like the texture of a dumpling, like a mince and dumpling.
Right.
But on the top of my beef.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, I want Yorkshire pudding. So anyway, lots of people don't have Yorkshire puddings on Christmas dinner. It's a big thing. Stop concentrating on my hungry tummy.
I think that a dinner's not a dinner without a Yorkshire pudding.
I agree. But there'll be people screaming down their radio stations. Radio stations? Their speakers. I'm a little bit hungover, I think, Lauren.
Hungover, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What's that like?
I blame the Lavericks. Been away with them pissheads.
What? Why are things getting funnier?
I don't know. What are your non-negotiables on Christmas?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the traditions that you've either pulled in from like childhood, or should I give you an example? Me dad used to always go down the stairs and be like, I have to go and check if Santa's been. And he goes down and then he like,
and then you need to be like,
Santa's been. And you come down. But he's sat with his little camera recording everything. I do that now, but we just don't have stairs, obviously. We have to just save.
I feel like I haven't made any yet. Because this is the first Christmas really that Oaks understands.
Yeah.
Like he knows that Santa's coming, and like where last year he didn't know. Yeah. Like he just didn't really get it. He wasn't that bothered. Yeah. Where now he's been excited for the last couple of weeks and keeps every morning. He's like, is it Christmas yet? Not yet. So I feel like this will be the year where some traditions start.
There's one
suggest a tradition. Come on then.
Dill so in our bungalow, Freddie's bedroom, it's always like you have to be a ninja putting the presents out because his bedroom is literally on the back of the living room.
Oh, right, yeah.
At the front door. But Dale, a few years ago, started putting his work boots down and putting flour around them.
Yes.
Past the door into the living room and like wherever we put bush.
I might have to actually get my mum to come and help me on Christmas Eve.
You're going to have to.
Because what if Oaks keeps getting out of bed? And some nights it's early-ish. So what if he goes to bed at 7:30? What if I'm putting all the presents in that out and what if he comes wandering down at 10?
It's a panic.
What am I going to do? Mm-hmm. I might have to rope in Eileen on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to
put a shift in.
Come and be on standby.
Absolutely. Like a bouncer at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, so I like that one. What's my other?
Yeah, that is nice. Oh yeah, I want to do the Christmas Eve stuff this year. I'll be doing everything by myself. This is so sad. We had a Christmas crafts day at Oaks' nursery.
Nice.
Where we made some bags of reindeer food.
Lovely.
So we've got the reindeer food to sprinkle outside.
The dust.
Not
food, is it?
Well,
isn't it?
What is it? Is it not reindeer? What is it?
I thought it was reindeer dust where they see the sparkles and land.
So because we leave carrots out for them, don't we? Mm-hmm. Right, okay. So I want to do that this year. I want to leave Santa a little plate out with, what do you put on, a mince pie?
We put a biscuit because we're not a mince pie.
Oh, I love a mince pie.
I've never had one.
Oh my God, unreal.
I like mince pie.
Oh,
gravy mince pie, what a delight. But I've never had a sweet
really,
one.
Really nice.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
The texture makes my teeth go funny. Me thought of the texture.
It's lovely.
Right, we'll have one later.
Really nice.
Mince pie,
mm-hmm.
milk,
mm-hmm.
carrot,
mm-hmm.
And like Dill always puts a bottle of beer.
For Santa.
Mm-hmm. Or a whiskey.
We'd be very drunk if everyone did that.
More. But don't forget to bite them.
Yeah. I'll let the dogs.
Be none left.
I'll let the dogs love a carrot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely love them.
So
do you wear Christmas jumpers on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Do you?
So I'm going to have to buy a new one because every Tom, Dick and Harry's had this one on.
I thought you were going to say because I was like sweaty or something.
No.
You were going to have to take it off as a
I think Julie had it on last week. I think Sarah's had a little slice of it. Like everybody's just had that one on. Yes. So my favourite thing to do is get all your new makeup, get all freshly hair done, nicely dressed up. But then I'll always... last year I had pleather pants on.
Pleather.
And I had to come home and get changed because I was
sweating,
baking on the inside. Mm-hmm. I was so friggin' hot that the knit and the pleather, not okay. But one of the reasons people like staying in is you're just comfy all day. But I think you should dress up even. So when people are coming to your house, are they going to be dressed up?
I don't think so. Everyone will just be casual. However, so I've always been casual at Christmas. I have been like a leggings and a jumper girl, slippers, cozy socks. But I do feel like this year I want to wear a sparkly dress.
I think you should.
With me slippers. Just put it on with me slippers. I want to wear a sparkly dress.
I think that's such a good idea.
Like I want to be festive. Mm-hmm. I want to be Christmassy as hell. Just staring into my soul.
Because I remember in a time I turned when we didn't live together. I think we were first Christmas together, me and Dale, and we've been together. We were together in the September. So what? 3 months. I turned up his house as Mrs. Claus.
What, sexy Mrs. Claus?
No, full on old lady, presents in hand, hat on. I was like, she's a keeper.
I do like wearing like a Santa hat as well, like Santa hat or like reindeer
ears,
antlers, something like that, some kind of headgear. One year I had a sprout, and that was one of my favourite Christmases.
How did that look? Just 2 sprouts on the top, or just a huge
No,
sprout?
it was like a sprout hat, like, so it's just a round green hat. I'd got it in the pub the night before.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
Absolutely hilarious.
Hilarious.
How's your present? Are you all sorted though?
No.
Neither am I really.
No.
I'm better than last week. I got some stuff.
Yeah, I ordered a couple of bits, but I still, I'm just not a massive buyer. What are you looking for?
Like
I'm not a massive buyer
rest.
at Christmas, but I do know, like, obviously as they get older, like I will probably get Oaks more and more. But still, I feel like I want to be more about the memories,
experiences.
Like I remember being younger and like playing, I hope I say this right, Trivial Pursuit. Like I remember playing that with like my brother and sister and like some of the other family members.
How? That was the hardest game. My mum and dad and their friends used to play, and we used to try, and it was like
Maybe
there's
we
a
had
junior
like
version.
Maybe we had a young version.
I think that's
but I
only
remember,
new.
and then like playing charades.
I love all of that.
Like that's what I want to do.
That's your
That's what I
tradition.
want Christmas to be. Like I want it to be that again.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been that for years and years, because obviously Christmas used to always be at my mum's, and then her kids have grown up, and I want to recreate that. I want to get a karaoke machine.
I love that.
I want to get on everyone's nerves.
Yeah.
Gonna have a great time.
But we always play games. There's always an argument or a meltdown or a choke out or a fight. Out. Hilarious. And I'm like, can we not fight and argue this year? The Lavricks are so competitive. It's unbelievable. And when Dale's had a drink, him and his dad just wind his mum up. And I'm like, can we not? We know there's going to be an argument. So there we are. I love a game. I've got a new game for you. It's called Skip-Bo.
What?
It's a card game.
Skip-Bo.
You're going to have to watch a YouTube video to work out how to play it, because the back of the card does nothing for you. But it is such a good game.
I think last year we actually played games at Glenn's mum's at Christmas, and we played headbands. I really enjoyed it.
Is that with the card?
Yeah. Where you put something down, you've got to guess what you are. I loved it. Might get that actually. Play that again.
What else? Trying to think of another game. Anyway.
Kaplunk.
I've
bought Oaks. Can I? Yes,
he's not going to listen.
He's not going to listen to the podcast. I'm not ruining Christmas. I've bought him like a little wooden kaplunk, and I'm excited to play it.
How would that work? Isn't
it's
kaplunk
just-
the glass and you go dunk, and the what's kaplunk again?
Yeah, that.
So how's that going to be wooden?
Well, it's just wood with a glass thing on top.
Oh,
instead
so
of
the glass is
plastic.
the okay.
Well, yeah. And then you put all the like needly things in. What do you even do with that again?
Don't know.
What's the point in the game?
All I remember is that dunk,
Yeah.
dunk, and that's the only bit of the game I really enjoyed.
What is the actual point in that game?
Don't know. You roll the dice in this thing. Did you see? Have you been watching You Bet?
No.
So it's an old game that's now back on a Saturday night. It's Holly Willoughby's. What's her name?
Holly Willoughby.
Her comeback.
Was that your stomach?
I love the simple pleasures of bodily function.
Oh, God.
Merry Christmas. See you next year. I'm crying. Right. It's her comeback, and it's got Stephen Mulhern in it. And I love Stephen Mulhern. But there was these 2 blokes, their challenge that they said, I'll bet that I can... These two blokes were like, I bet that I can tell you what that board game is blindfolded. So people would shake the board and then they'd flip it out. And then him and his partner would say, oh, that's Cluedo, or oh, that's Monopoly. It was mental. But I got Guess Who right. You know Guess Who?
Yeah.
Flicky things. We were all playing and I was like, that's Guess Who. And everyone was like, is it? I was like, I can hear the things flipping up. And it was right. That was a good game to play. Anyway, oh man, I just love it. Mm-hmm. What do I love? Dunno. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Share your shit. Share your shit.
We've got a message. Hi, Kayleigh and Lauren.
Hi.
Looking for a bit of relationship advice.
Oh God, don't.
I'm mum to a 5-year-old and 5-month-old. Finish him. I've never been one to feel comfortable doing the deed in the bedroom when having a baby sleeping in the room. With my first child, that was never a problem as we always had a spare room and plenty of time. Now, I feel like there are 0 hours in the day where me and my husband have the opportunity for quality time and to get frisky. Any tips welcome from your horny listener.
You've got a living room. Just do it there.
They have a 5-year-old that is capable of getting to the living room. I'm assuming that's what they mean. Because I live in fear.
Do you?
I live in fear because Oaks can open all the gates now. So he just comes waltzing in whenever he wants.
I'd just say do it wherever you can.
The car.
It's been known.
Garage.
It's been known. Name somewhere and I promise I've probably done it there.
Aeroplane.
I haven't.
Train.
I have.
Have?
In the big toilet.
Yeah. They're always really dirty.
Name somewhere else. This is a good traditional game to
This
play.
is a great Christmas game.
Mother-in-law, where have you had sex?
Right.
That's my advice.
Just do it wherever you can. Just listen, you just need to practice getting quicker.
Oh, quality, not quantity. I don't want quick. I'm listening to a podcast at the minute by an orgasm expert. And do you know, I thought I could only have 2 forms of orgasms. And I thought that was good. There's 20 female orgasms. Every single person
I've
in this
got an
room.
orgasm spot on my ear 100%.
Yeah.
In here. No. Why I clean them so much. And honestly, there's a spot that if you get it with the
Tingles.
like, it's just, there's no feeling like it.
Well, I'm halfway through and I'm like just about to find out all the different versions. And I rang Dale and I said, are you up?
You've only been giving me 2.
And well, I said, are you up for finding another 18? Because I am. Like, I'm excited.
Oh, God.
Anyway, how did you get onto that?
What?
I don't know.
Because we read out a message about it.
Yes. How do you feel? Do you have sex in front of your dogs? Because I know somebody who's like, get your dog out of the bedroom.
No. I don't have sex in front of me dogs.
So then this is what she's saying about, like, she doesn't want to have sex, like, with the baby in the room.
Yeah, I wouldn't have sex with my baby in the room either.
I don't think I have, actually. No, it's weird. Dale's, if, like, Eva's coming into the bed.
People do that.
I think they would.
Like, especially when it's baby and next to me.
Yeah.
Like, I bet people do that.
Yes. So we have no advice other than get quick, Lauren said.
Get quick.
And do it anywhere. Utility.
Yeah, do it anywhere you can.
Lock the door. I don't have one single lock in my house.
No. We could lock a bathroom.
I don't have a lock.
Do you not have a lock on the bathroom?
Wish I did. Should lock myself in there by myself.
Yeah.
There we are. Mine?
Get quick.
Get quick. Oh. Hi, Kayleigh, Lauren.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Have a funny Christmas Day story I thought I'd share. I'm up for this. Our Christmas
I
tradition...
don't think I can handle any more funny.
Well, I don't know if this is even going to be funny
Okay.
because we're just being silly funny. Our Christmas tradition is wrapping the doorway. I do this sometimes.
What, like what you just said?
Yeah, is wrapping the doorway of our living room on Christmas morning. The kids absolutely love bursting through on a morning to see all their presents. So Christmas morning last year comes, and as always, the kids go running down the stairs so excited. I haven't read this, but I think I know what's going to come. My husband and I couldn't even keep up with them. Suddenly, we heard the loudest bang, followed by a deafening scream. We ran down to see my little boy lying on the floor in front of the door with his head in his hands. When wrapping the doorway, I forgot to leave the door open, and so he had fell full pelt into the door. Luckily, the prospect of the room full of presents soon made him come around, but he had the biggest egg on his head
Oh, no.
in all the Christmas pictures. Bless him.
I wouldn't have left the door open.
What do you mean?
So what do you mean? That you
So we
open
leave the door and they burst
wrap a
through?
paper- Right.
You're going to make our bloody Oaks get a bang on his head running into the door?
Well, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, so
Tell
you
him
would
to
do
run
like
into
this?
Yeah.
Like, rip it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, the thing is the... Oof.
Okay.
I think if we'd not
My
laughed
brain's
off a
stopped
fart,
working.
then it would have been quite a nice like story.
I'm done.
Right. Oh, right, guys. I think we're going to have to leave it there because I think we've all lost the plot.
I do as well.
It's really early on a
If you're
Monday morning.
Gonna leave us a review, don't review this episode.
Oh, my God. If nothing else, just laugh along with us.
Yeah, just let's... Lol.
Lol.
Oh, fuck off. I can't anymore. I can't even look at you anymore.
LOL.
I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a Merry New Year.
This episode of Mama Social, the podcast, was filmed and produced by Flamingo Heights Podcast Studio.
Lauren, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
I don't like
Why
you
you say
soon,
Lauren?
soon.
Just say see you soon.
Steve.
Because we're talking to our listeners.
Ah.
See you soon.